we know the top 5 reasons why Josh isn't competing. But but we don't know why you're not competing.
Yeah.
Like what are these things that you're calling? What are these things that you're calling? What are these things that are on the other end of the
These
scale?
sacrifices, Matt, that you
Yes,
are
thank
going
you.
to unsacrifice.
I'll
Thank
flip
you,
it.
Matt.
What reasons are there for me to still compete?
Six championships.
Money,
Yeah, but then after 6,
money.
it's 7, then 8,
7, exactly.
then 9,
then 8, then 9, then 10.
Like, do I
11.
need to stick around until something breaks?
I think what we need to figure out, Matt, is that you're not proven yet, and so yes, we need to see 6. No, I'm just kidding, dude.
No, that's a good question, and so you're asking a question about my question. So then let me ask another question about your question.
Ooh, here we go.
Why did you originally get into it? What were the reasons that you got into it, and did you check those goals off, or did you scratch that itch? I don't mean to make a presupposition that they were goals, but is there some itch that you scratched that's taken care of?
I mean, like the original reason why I started competing was for pocket money. You know, it was an outlet for me because I stopped Olympic weightlifting, and I went from training 2-3 times a day to none, and so I came into CrossFit, and I had that instant gratification of like, oh, this is something I'm good at, and how often do you not enjoy something that you're good at? And then, I'm able to pull like $1,000 every weekend or every other weekend, the competition started ramping up, and I was like, this is a great way to build a nest egg, because I always thought I would have to get the 9-to-5 job. And so I figured, if I can enter into that 9-to-5 world and say with $100,000 worth of prize money over a year or two, and I'm like, I can have a full down payment on a house, so I don't have to pay PMI. I can not have a car payment. I could start one leg up. And then it just became like about the daily challenge of like, all right, I want to, at the end of the year, I want to be able to do 50 unbroken handstand push-ups. Just say that's my goal. Well, what can I do today to get me to where I want to be in a year? And now, like the CrossFit thing of like, there's endless movements and modalities and rep schemes, all this stuff. And so it was really fun, basically problem solving and then trying to push myself. Like when I first got in, you have your benchmark number and you're like, that's the best I think is possible right now. And it's like, all right, well, what can I do? How do I break this down into absolute tiny daily baby steps so that in a year I can add 5 pounds to that lift? I can shave 10 seconds off, all this stuff. So I think it was just a daily gratification of like checking that box of trying to figure out how to do it and then taking the steps to. Yeah.